Okay, we are going to make an add coin procedure or program here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a bunch of how many quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies, and then we'll add up the cost, and we're going to use a function to do it. So for the names of these, I'm just going to leave them, but I am going to change the text to quarters. And label 2, I'm going to change it to dimes. Label 3, I'm going to change to nickels. And the penny is still around. It's just sort of electronic. So we'll have pennies. This one here, label 5, I am going to change it to LBL cost. And I'm just going to make it blank for now. This button here, we will name it BTN calculate or something like that. And for the text, we'll make it say add coins. There we go. So there's our design view. And we'll go over to our code window. So let's go ahead and make a click event for that button. And we'll just put that it is the add coins click event. And basically what it's going to do is it's going to call the function add coins that we're going to make, and then it's going to display the answer. So we'll leave that blank for now, and we will go ahead and start making our function. So we're going to go function add coins, and we're going to pass the information from the form into here. So I'm just going to go dim q as integer, and that's going to be for my quarter, and I don't do dim actually. I'm going to go by val. Okay, so I don't need to modify it, so I'm just going to go by val, and I'm going to go by val dimes, so I'm just going to call it d as integer, and that'll be for my dimes, and by val n for nickels as integer, and then by val p as integer, and that's going to be for my pennies. Okay, now you are going to want a return type. So we're going to return a double, so we're going to say as double. And just hit enter, and you're going to get the end function there. So really quick, we should just also put a little bit of comments above and just say add coins. And we're just going to say returns a double after receiving number of quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies. Something like that. Just so you have a comment, so someone rolling through your code can quickly understand what it does. So what we need to do here is maybe we'll declare a variable here. So we'll just call it answer. We'll make it a double. We don't have to do that, but we will. So we'll just say the answer becomes, so we're going to take our quarters and we're going to multiply by the value of a quarter. Okay, so we'll go times 0.25. Then we're going to take our dimes, going to multiply by the value of a dime, so that's 10 cents. And then we'll do the same thing with our nickels, but nickels are 0.05. And then we'll just add on the pennies. So that should be it for our answer. And then we're just going to say return answer. Okay. Okay, I think there is one little problem here. Pennies is an integer, so it's the number of pennies. So we should also multiply that by 0.01, which is the value of a penny. And then we can return our answer. Okay, so now we can go ahead and go in our button calculate. And we have options here. We could make a variable for each, for the quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies. But what I'd like to do is make this as clean as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go dim answer as double. And on a new line, I'm just going to say answer becomes, and the way we use a function is we just say the name of the function. Okay? So we're going to say add coins, and then we need to give it those parameters. I'm just going to get them from the form. So I'm just going to say the value of txt. Oh, and I just realized I didn't name those. So let's go back and name them. And then we'll do that. So we'll go back to the design view. I didn't name my text boxes. So this one is for the quarter, so I'm going to call it txtq. And this one I'm going to call it txtd for dimes. This one I'm going to call it txtn for nickels. And then this one can be TXTP for pennies. So now that we got that, we'll go back here and we're just going to say grab the value of TXT quarter dot text. And that's my first parameter. Okay, and I'm noticing the IntelliSense right here, it's highlighting D as integer, so it's reminding me, okay, the next one is D, whatever that's supposed to be. So that's going to be the value of the dimes dot text. And then the next one is the nickel, so we're going to go the value of TXTN dot text. And then value of the last one, which is the pennies, so P dot text. And close off our bracket. And there we go. So if everything's working well, this information will get passed off to my function addCoins, and it's going to do the calculation for me. And then all I need to do is display the answer in my click event. So there was that way of formatting it with a $sign. I don't quite remember off the top of my head. So we're just going to go me.lblcost.text becomes, and we'll just say something like total, leave a space and a $sign, and then we'll use the string concatenation character and tack on our answer, and that should do it. So now we're going to run it, see what happens here. So I got one pre-worked out. If I do 20 quarters, 15 dimes, 5 nickels, 7 pennies, I'm expecting 682. Ah, perfect. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.